name is Aaron. Today I got my guitar. I wanted to do a little overview tutorial thing of a song that I've been playing for a while. I hadn't played for a while, but actually to share a short story. My sister got married very recently, and we were at the reception. We were all quite drunk, and I had my guitar out, and I started playing this song, and it was a really beautiful moment because well, the name of the song is Sister. It's a Dave Matthews song where he's writing about his sister, and it's a very beautiful song. And the guitar part's very beautiful, the lyrics very beautiful, and it was a really nice moment. And luckily I was sober enough to remember it. Not sober, but sober enough to remember it, and it was really fun and kind of memorable thing. And I'm glad I was able to do that. But I would like to teach you the lick and the chords and things that are going on in the song, because I think it's a really good song to learn. It develops a certain amount of finger independence. It's just a great guitar part. It's a very specific song, so if you are gigging a lot, it's not really one that you can pull out. But it's a really good song, and I think it's worth knowing because it does some interesting things. Not just its lick and its kind of finger movements, but its chord structures as well are pretty interesting. So it kind of falls into like it feels like a very Neil Young guitar part to me. It's very well structured and set up in that way, but also kind of beautifully simple. So the song is in drop D, which is standard tuning. You're just going to drop your E string, your low E string down to D. So you're kind of starting with this D shape, and you're just hitting the D and A. So what would be the second fret of your G string and the third fret of your B string. You're not going to fret that second fret E string, make it that full D chord. You're just gonna hit that little fragment of it there. So it does that little lick. So this will take, if you're fairly new to guitar and fairly new to kind of licks like this over chords, it'll probably take a little bit of time to get your finger muscles up to the task, but it's worth it because it's a really pretty lick. So basically from here you're going to lift your first finger off, hammer onto the second fret of your D string, and then from there hammer on the second fret of the fourth fret of your D string, and then hit the open G back to the fourth fret of your D string, and then you're going to hit your open G one more time. So I'm going to fret it. To a new chord, so you go second fret, fourth fret, G, fourth fret, G, and then to C, playing this kind of C fragment. You can play the full C chord too if you want. It's a C add 9 because you're still playing D. So you're basically fretting a C chord. You can put your pointer finger on the second fret of your D string or not, and then your middle finger is going to be on the third fret of your A string, getting that C. So C, same lick, and then this time you're going to B. You're kind of doing this, what would be a G. It's a G over B. It's a kind of an inversion of your G chord, where your B is playing is being used as your bass note. Same lick, then up to E. What is E here, since we're in drop D? So it's the second fret of your D string, your low D string, what would be your low E string. The second fret of that, you're playing that E, which is an interesting chord. It's almost in what you got here: E, D, G, D. So let's analyze that. So you're kind of playing this E minor 7 with no fifth, which is fairly common. Then back to your original shape. Da, 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 they're both almost like separate verses because they're not really. I guess one's kind of it doesn't matter. What the next section is, you're sliding up to your 5th fret to G, which is acting as a G chord. You're basically just plucking at all your G chord notes: G, D, G, B. Try not to hit your E or your A. Make it sound weird. Into B. And you're kind of playing. This is I'm sorry. This is, well, you could call it an A over C sharp. It's kind of an A inversion. It's also you could also call it F sharp minor 7 over C sharp. Not really important. C sharp over A essentially is just the 4th fret of your A string, and then a bar across your 2nd fret. You can get your E string in there, like you can hit that 2nd fret E string. It sounds a little strange. I find if you use it a little later on in the song, if you don't introduce it right away and then use it as like a flavoring later, it's a little less shocking. And then you're going up to an amazing chord. Everyone should know this chord. It's a D6-9 played. It's like your C shape, just moved up to the 3rd fret. So like if you're playing a normal C, you got 5th fret A string, 4th fret D string, open G, 3rd fret B string with your pointer finger, and then open E's. 6-9 chords are already really beautiful, and this voicing is like, with those open strings in there, can't really beat it. It's one of my favorite guitar chords. It's a beautiful chord. Then from there you go into B minor, then open up your 2nd fret. So B minor is 2nd fret A string, 4th fret D and G string with your with your ring finger and your pinky. That was my stomach. Then your 3rd fret B string. Then you take off your pointer finger, hit that open A, and back to G. Then you just kind of repeat. Then to go back into the verse, you go A over C sharp. Really good song, really great guitar part. Dave Matthews he writes really good guitar parts. He gets a weird amount of flack. I think it's because he found success being a good musician. And a lot of good musicians don't find a lot of success because it's hard to integrate good, nuanced, complicated musicianship with more popular forms of music, and it's just something that should be celebrated, not necessarily denigrated. So I appreciate Dave Matthews and all this that he's done. That dissonance right there is so good. That F sharp G rub. Yeah, that's that. That's basically the whole song. And I'll try to make some tabs and some chord sheets maybe that'll help, since I've recently found out how to do that, and hopefully it's helpful. But yeah, that's that. Hope that was helpful to anyone who wanted to learn the song. It's Saturday, so I hope everybody has a good Sunday and rest of the week and all that, and I will catch you later.